Guys, what's up? Another update. I'm tired as fuck. I've been working on this damn thing for 3 days straight, nonstop. Going to parts store, junkyard, and everything else. It sucks because one of the mounts, we'll eventually get another mount and do it right, but we had to do a little bit of rigging. Ain't too bad. It actually works great. Every time I rig something, I make sure it works for a long time before it breaks. But we just got the manual swap done. Only problem, like I said, we do not have a freaking manual ECU. So what I did, because we were watching another video, one dude said it won't start without a manual ECU. But what I did for shits and giggles was take the trans controller off, the automatic one, if that is the problem, and plug that trans controller up. Plug that trans controller up to see if that is an issue. If not, there is another plug. There's just 2 wires coming out, which goes to a sensor down there. You can see, I don't know if that's for a neutral safety switch or reverse lights. If so, I'd have to figure out where that's go, because this right here is for the shift solenoids inside of the EC or the transmission. This, I'm not sure if there's some type of knock sensor or not. It's magnetic. It was on the automatic transmission too. I have one of them hooked up. The other one I couldn't because it goes inside the trans. Okay, that's what that was. Yeah, we got big old rats in here out next to the water. Rats all up in there nonstop, and it's quiet out here, so I'm freaking paranoid as hell right now. Anyway, got the manual starter on. Got that all hooked up. Got everything wired up nice and neat as possible. You can see we had to strap that to it, and then we got 1 volt in, but we had to, as you can see, make that just for it to stay on the other, just a back plate, until we can get the other mount, like the top, because it's supposed to go all the way around the inner part and then back out right there to that hole for the slave cylinder. So but it broke on the other trans, or this trans that we got off. But I literally took the casing off. It's over there. I have that on the other videos, and put the new one on. When I took it off, it feels great. It shifts great. It sucked because back there, you can see it right there. That little loop, that's the shift cables, manual shift cables that was in here. Kind of pissed because the one we should got the ones from the junkyard that was from the transmission, because we got it from a little newer car, and we didn't realize that they make 2-inch freaking different, just one side. It's just one side that's 2-inch freaking different shift cables for the side-to-side play on the trans, because apparently they're supposed to be all the same size, but those, for some reason, right there, I had to make some plates and clips for right now until we can get actual clips. But this side right here, it has barely no movement because it's a side-to-side play. And then, of course, you got your long stroke movement for the actual putting it in gears for second, third, fourth, and fifth. The other cable went all the way to the arm back there. It's the max it went, so it wouldn't even stretch. It was like literally 2 inches off from hitting right there. And I was kind of pissed about that. We did put a little adapter back there on the turbo, if you can see that, so nothing don't get in it for right now. My buddy, he's been doing these PTs forever. Not doing them, but like knowing how they all hooked up. So he's gonna do all these boost lines and all that crap tomorrow. He's in bed. And it is literally 12:09 right now. So we got that done. We just got to do the front end stuff now. I'm hoping I can figure out, if it doesn't start or run, figure out what I can do with the wiring, because there has to be a way to bypass it. One dude who apparently does a lot of PT stuff, he was doing the PT swap too, just like we doing, getting non-PT or non-turbo PT trans. It's the NVT 350, and putting it on the turbo one. But he has a big turbo and all that on his too. But he apparently said it won't start. But he's a smart dude, but at the same time he's probably retarded on certain shit. So I guarantee you I can figure out why it won't start, because it's literally 3 little plugs on that automatic trans, and I already have those hooked up. If those don't work on there, I'm going to look it up and see if it's one of these transmission shift solenoid plugs, and I'm going to try to see if I can bind them and bypass them somehow if it don't start, if that's the problem. I mean, you would think it would be a transmission controller that's making it do that, but who knows? Not sure yet. What else? Oh yeah. Go in here. But yeah, I had to go underneath the car and remove the shift cables. We're gonna literally leave the shift cables out for right now, or not the shift cables, but that it's over there. You can see it. That right there on the other side of the car. It's the column, center column for the shifter for right now. But yeah, brand new shifts on, shift cables in there, all hooked up. I had to try to do that for right now until we can get some actual clips for it. And then of course, as you can see, this is all hooked up right. It just, that clutch safety thing right there, that don't plug up to anything. So, and of course, get the brake light switch. That's all painted and nice now. That's all tightened up. So now we got clutch. That's for the brakes. Clutch. It's all nice and tight. Has a good amount of pressure. But yeah, whoever had this on there, we thought was cool at first, but now it's not, because it's not even the right way. Reverse is actually on the other side. Literally, you can hear it when it clicks really, really loud. That's how you know it's in reverse. And then another thing is too, you see it on your springs back that way. You put it that way, it don't spring back. So it might need to just be broken in, but at the same time, there's like no give to push it back. Yeah. So there's either a spring or something in trans broken, or it don't have one. But first, second, third, fourth, third, there you go, fourth, fifth, and then you put it in neutral, reverse. I say it's a little finicky, so I might have to adjust it. Well, it don't look like it's him, so it's close. So yeah, just leave that down on there for right now. Yeah. First, second, third, fourth, fifth. So let's just hope that stays like that. But yeah, that's all in. That's all hooked up. Everything's hooked up on the PT. Totally got these shift cables. They're the shittiest ones. They're cheap. They're $130, but it's the only ones they had in stock at the time. So got the new tie rod in. I had a tool for it now. So it's all greased up now right there. Don't have no play in it now. Steering feels great. That's all adjusted. I had to count and adjust it. I have to make tape or something for here for right now, so we can get that fixed. Oh, that's another thing I gotta hook up. I just noticed that. Just gonna, for the brakes, just gonna hook that up. But other than that, the brakes are on. I was saying, we literally, other videos we replaced brake pads, brand new brake pads, sanded down the calipers, painted them, everything. So cool thing is too, I forgot to tell y'all that when we got the, really spent money on this crap for no reason. Spider. This long CV axle was out of the transmission, manual trans too. That's what a lot of them come with. Luckily, I was able to get because these CV axles are for automatic trans. Cool thing is, you can actually use these both in the manual trans too. Because sometimes on the manual trans you can use, or for the automatics, when you switch them to manual like on Hondas, you have to have like one axle you can use, but the other one you have to get a full manual axle for. These, you can use both of them, which I replaced. We put brand new synchronizer fluid in it, and then we put brand new, I replaced both the seals, output shaft seals on both sides. And well, these CV axles are brand new, so we're really glad we're able to use these brand new CV axles and don't have to spend $180 for nothing. So, because cool, see right there, brand new CV axles. Cool thing is, so we'll get under here real quick before I go in. I'm so tired. If you look right there, that little shaft, you gotta look under right here. That's the half shaft. So cool thing is, right there, I was able to use that half shaft for the damn transmission, which is cool as hell that you can do that. So if you ever do a manual stuff on a PT, you can use automatic axles. You just have to use the half shaft too. And the reason I wanted to use the half shaft, because it's more sturdy, it bolts up to the block, it's thicker, and I feel like you'll be able to put more power down to that, and it'll hold more power than this long ass axle. Because if you actually do it in reality, like in real life, like same with torque wrenches, or like not torque wrenches, like big impacts and stuff. If you use a long ass extension and try to torque something or break something loose, it's not going to do nothing at all. Well, you can try as much as you want. Even my big half-inch impact, I tried that, didn't do nothing. But if you shorten an extension or have it just like that, even with the sockets, the impact sockets, and you use it with a shorter throw or a shorter socket, just on there, right on the torque part or right on the wrench, drill impact, you do it, it's gonna break it right on off. So you can tell it goes by the length. The shorter it is, the more torque it will put down, let's just say, to the wheels. So we can definitely get rid of this long ass axle and just use that half shaft. That half shaft stays in one place, it don't even move. And then of course we can put it down to that shorter axle, which saves it some weight, I feel like. Even if it don't, probably like a pound maybe, not even a pound. I still feel like it's better because it won't break as easy. Because that's why even like Hondas and stuff, like B Series and all that, when they're racing and build them, they have to have the half shafts. You can probably get a CV axle made or have a CV axle that's really long for the trans all the way to the other side, but them half shafts are great because they're really, every half shaft's thick. But yeah, clutch is all done. That was working. We had to hook all that up. Inside of it, that was a pain in the butt. I had to take this boxes are out the way, but we had to take the ABS box and move it out and shove it out. Good thing is though, I was able to keep this line. I was able to keep everything connected, so I don't have to pour fluid out. So we didn't have to drain and bleed the master cylinder and slave cylinder. I did have to pull this piece off that hose though earlier when I was pulling crap, so there might be a little air in the hose part up top. So I'm going to have to put more fluid in it. We might try to bleed it more, but if it feels great, then it will work great right now. Another thing is we got another dipstick and stuff. Because the other one at the bottom was broken. Yeah, that down there was broken at the corner right there. So we got that, and we got that one for the older version, which literally bolts up to the metal intake manifold. But that's how we did. Of course, we already put a new thermostat housing. This thermostat in it would seal. New timing belt. So we did the head gasket, a performance head gasket, performance head studs. I took the head fully apart, springs, everything, put new valve seals in it. Then I replaced a few of the hydraulic lifters in it because some of them were ticking and don't tick now, which is great. And then, of course, the turbo took a shit, so we put another turbo. That was actually a great that's actually a great turbo. We put another turbo on there, and then we actually put a thicker line on there for not I don't know if that's the feed line or what that must be. What we used that for? I'll try to look. Oh yeah, that I think's the feed line. We actually use racing hose, so I'll be able to put more oil in it. So that'll be good save for the turbo. But other than that, I'm going to have to clean all this crap up by myself because everybody else all ass inside. I went to sleep. I'm going to have to take a shower, get something to drink. I'm tired. I'm literally dead at this point. I want a whole week off. I've been working on literally all last week, all this week. Boats. I've been doing wiring on boats. Trying to get fluids done. And now I'm doing this damn PT for 3 days straight, non-stop. My back is hurting. I know when I wake up in the morning, my back's even hurting, even more in pain until I start moving. So, yeah, guys, go update. I don't know how in the hell this is a 15-minute video, probably because I'm tired and I'm sluggish on my words right now. So, yeah, y'all have an update on the PT. Give you an update once we get it together and running.